Chatted with Damien Alford today after practice, and I dare say we might chat with him again. Lovely conversation with Damien, the junior wideout, 6'6" in your program, and as I was quite sure standing next to him, he is 6'6" in real life. All right, rolling along here with our training camp coverage. Brian Higgins, Damien Alford, and Damien, as you can see, is up there at 6'6", living that tall life. What's this camp been like so far? How you guys feeling about halfway through?
It's been good. We started off strong. We're just maintaining, trying to get better every day, as usual. Defense is flying around, offense is flying around, special teams. We're just trying to get better every day, and that's what we're doing right now.
All right, you came off that first scrimmage last week, getting ready for another this Saturday, as you guys do. Dino talked about this earlier in the week, the idea of, a second guy, weapon on the outside stepping up with Aronde. Do you guys feel it's a battle to be, a second guy right now, or do you feel it's a collective effort at this moment?
It's a collective effort. We're not really battling. We're just trying to get better every day, as I said before. Aronde, he stepped up last year, and now we know how defenses are going to be trying to cover him most of the time. So we, as a receiver, we know we got to step up. We just got to make the plays when they come to us, and it's all about execution.
I figure you guys must have known, right, last year that Aronde was ready to bust out. Like, you had to have seen it in practice. Do you get the sense from the other guys this year that there is that moment that you guys are ready to make that step up to that level?
Well, I've been here for a while, 4 years. I've seen the progression of the receivers: Kendall, Umari, Zay, D-Mark. They get better every day, just like how I'm getting better every day. And I like to see it because we push ourselves every day. We don't sugarcoat anything, and all we're thriving for right now is just to execute and to be better receivers.
You mentioned Kendall. That's Kendall Long. For those that haven't seen, go to Instagram, YouTube, wherever. Find the catch he had in the scrimmage Saturday. It's out there, I promise you. That's the best catch I think we have seen in video this camp. Is that the best catch this camp? Have any of you guys, topped it in something that's not been out there?
I'm not going to lie, Kendall's catch was impressive. I'm not going to gas myself up, but I had a one-hand catch that wasn't filmed, but it's okay. But Kendall's catch was pretty impressive. He's a big receiver. So as a receiver group, we were happy to see that, but he's a big receiver, so making catch like that it's good to see.
All right, no, you have my full permission. Gas yourself up. Was your catch better? No, I'm getting the sense you think your catch might have been better.
Mine was just a one-hand catch on the sideline. Coach Baber said it was the second best catch you've seen, so I want to know what the first one is, but I'll just ask him after. It's all good.
All right, that's the head coach seal of approval, so we'll take that. You've had Garrett Schrader with you the whole camp. This week he's back to like full go and out there. What changes when you're starting quarterbacks back out there with you all of the time now?
It just feels good to have him back. Carlos was there too. Braden was there. Luke. They're all good quarterbacks. They all know how to get us the ball. But having Schrader back, we know that we're going to get back in the groove. Carlos is back. Carlos is going to be there too. Braden. So it's not really a switch for us because they're used to throwing us the ball. We're used to catching it from them. So we just got to make the plays when they come to us.
What have you noticed with Garrett, in the spring to now? It had to have been a different role for him, right? Stepping back, mental reps, the whole thing. What have you noticed that maybe adding to his game, the ability to step back here over the course of those spring and early fall practices?
I can't really speak for him, but I'm pretty sure it's like reading the defense. Because you're on the sideline, you're not really on. So once you see like how it's moving in the defense, it helps a lot.
This year's offense, I know Jason Beck was here last year. Now he's in charge. This is not really an X's and O's question. This is more like a vibe question. What's the vibe out there with him in charge, with him being the one calling the plays?
He's a good coordinator. He lets us play. Like, he doesn't try to make us robots. He lets us play, run around, have fun, catch the ball, and that's why the offense is flying around like how we are right now.
I want to ask you, Damien, and for those that don't know, Damien is originally from Canada, from Quebec. You did play a little high school down in Florida, and now you're back up here. What's the Canadian football influence like now? You guys had Matthew Bergeron around here, and he was a big-time draft pick. What is football like up there, and how much is it growing at the college level right now?
Football is growing a lot. I'm seeing a lot of guys that are younger than me that are getting recruited, and they're getting offers, all the stars and everything. So I'm happy to see that they're starting to look up into Canada. And like now Canada's getting bigger on the flag football thing. Okay. I got a friend that has a flag football team, and he's bringing a lot of exposure to Canada. So Canada's taking big steps to get back into the football game.
And people might say flag football. What about that? That's got to be bigger, right? 7-on-7 recruiting stuff, right?
It's getting big because it's social media, as we all know. Social media can disperse and show coaches that he can make a play, and I'm happy to see that. It's my close friend, so seeing him do that, I'm happy for that.
With a guy like Bergeron to, come through here before you and do what he did with a draft pick, how noticed is that back at home to have a guy be, such a big-time draft pick?
He's a hometown hero. Nah, for real though. But man, I was at his draft party. I was happy to see that. It gave me motivation coming into this year, knowing that I can be in that same situation next year. So I'm just the impact that he made, and I seen it. I feel like I can do the same thing. So it's all about staying healthy and just going out there making plays.
All right. Every time I talk to Matthew, I ask him about one thing, and that one thing was poutine. I don't know why we had so many conversations about poutine, but we did. Are you a poutine guy?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
When I'm home, I eat it like it's like my go-to late night snack.
Okay.
I eat it like 5 days a week, depending on how long we're home. But I eat it pretty much a lot.
Okay,
So,
I can see how an offensive lineman can handle it, but I mean, you're not tipping the scale at $3 here. Like, how are you pulling that? How are you burning them calories?
because I exercise when I'm home, so I just burn it off right away. But it's if you haven't tried it, you need to try it because it's our trademark in Quebec. So
All right, so tell me about like the proper toppings. I know the curds and the gravy. What are you putting on that thing? What makes yours sing?
well, if you want to keep it basic, you just put the fries, the cheese curds, and the gravy. But usually I go all out. I put bacon, I put sausage, I put a whole bunch of stuff on it. So I just super load it, eat it, and then it really just depends what restaurant you get it from because some of them are not really the best. But if you know the spots, then you'll find a good one.
All right, I want to roll with this guy. I mean, he knows the spots. He knows the good stuff. All right, so one last football thing before we get going. We're sitting here. Let's call it 2.5 weeks from game day. Now till then, what's the biggest thing for you?
Just staying healthy, making the plays when they come to me, and just getting myself mentally ready for week one.
All right, Damien, great to catch up, man.
Yes, sir.